Hey, what's going on, fellas? How we doing, man? Antonelli here. Today we're gonna start looking at some hitters and their mechanics. We're gonna break down some of the things that I like that they do. I get a ton of emails and requests from people asking that I go through major league hitters, and I probably get 50 a day. And so I'm gonna start to slowly kind of work through them. Today we're gonna look at George Springer of the Houston Astros, having a huge year this year. Last time I checked his stats, he's hitting around 285. Uh, he's got 34 home runs. And so, super athletic guy, can really just do everything. And so we're going to look at his swing a little bit. Again, talk about just what I see and what I think he does well. Um, I want to hit on a bunch of different hitters, not just talking about the guys that do the things that I talk a lot about, but just kind of looking at guys, um, and just seeing how they move their bodies. We can compare and contrast guys, and then let you guys kind of talk about what you see and what you think they do well. So, a couple of things first. So, Springer's got a little bit of a leg kick, not a really big leg kick, not a huge move. But you can see he kind of lifts his leg up here. He's going to start to make his forward move, picks the bat up a little bit more vertical as he kind of starts to, as he gathers and starts to move. As far as a stride goes, there is forward movement. So if you kind of put a line here on the front of his hip, you can see that he is moving into the ball a little bit, keeping his head over his belly button between his feet and just moving his body out. While he's doing that, he's picking the bat up, but his hands are staying back. So he's pulling back a little bit and he's creating, um, if you look at his lead arm, he is creating more length in there. So again, as he's moving away, he's pulling back and he has this, we talk a lot about how, as the body starts moving this way and then ultimately starts to turn, there's this separation going on between, hands pulling back, upper body pulling back, and body starting to move forward and turning this way. And that's what really helps put the body on stretch and allows the swing to work in the proper sequence where, you can see again the back leg kind of turning. The body's going to start to turn, but the hands aren't pushing forward yet. So you get the stretch back here. And then right as the foot comes into the ground, you can see the front foot starts to come into the ground and the body's going to start to turn. And as you see this, lower body turning and hip turning, you're going to see the bat start to work back. Rear elbow is going to start to work under, the lead arm's working up. And so you have this lower body turning as the bat is going back this way. And it's not a push right off the bat. I shouldn't say push. It's not the hands coming forward just yet, but it's more of a turning. And so, again, front foot comes in the ground. You see the front foot starting to turn open a little bit. Hips are starting to open. And the bat starts to work back. So this is, you're going to turn, but it's going to help the bat. You can get on plane early and help it start to work on the correct path slightly up through the hitting zone. And so if you kind of pause it here, it's a really good view of the bat kind of working up through the hitting zone, getting on path with the ball, giving him a chance to hit the ball. If he's really late, he can hit the ball back here to right center. If he's perfectly on time, boom, he smashes this home run to center field. And so, all the best hitters that we really look at are guys that stay in the zone for a long time and get on path really, really early. One thing that he does is really unique. I shouldn't say really unique. He just does it, to a really large degree, and it's really noticeable. A lot of people, his front foot really rolls over. And so, when you watch online, a lot of people say, oh, it's terrible balance. You can't do that. Like, how are you supposed to hit like that? Listen, most hitters are going to have some type of rolling of their ankle like this. And so if you just think about it, you're turning really, really fast. It's really hard to keep that foot planted firmly into the ground like this. And to be honest, it's not needed. There's so many really, really good hitters that do this. And so, for me, I tell our guys, don't worry about it. There's no issue with your ankle rolling like this. Just start paying attention to major league guys that create a lot of bat speed and really use their bodies well. And you're going to see this happen. Not so much to this degree. That does look like he's going to snap his ankle. But you're going to see that a lot. So don't worry about that. I know a lot of people are going to say they're probably going to hit on that point. Again, really, really good path. What I like is that, as he's moving through the zone here, his palm of his right hand stays up, so the bat really stays flat through the zone for a really long time. And there's no rolling over until really way out here. The top hand finally gets over the bottom hand. And so it really helps keep the bat on plane and through the ball. So, Springer's swing is just one of my favorite swings in the game. When you put together the ability to move your body like this with his athleticism and strength, that's when you get a guy that, is really, really special, going to hit around 300 and end up hitting almost 40 home runs. Just a humongous year. But again, these are some of the things that really stand out to me when I watch him. And as he starts to turn, one of the other things that I'll talk about, because a lot of people ask about it, is, I move into the ball. And so, when I move into the ball, I'm allowed to move my head forward. My head stays in the middle of my body. And so as I'm moving forward, it's going to move forward a little bit and it's going to lower a little bit. It's sink because I'm moving. My feet go from closer together to further apart. So my head is going to move a little bit this way. There's no problem with that. Almost every hitter I see, if they take a stride, their head moves a little bit. So there's a difference between just jumping at the ball and then moving yourself with your head over your belly button between your feet. Boom, just like this. Then once you land and you start to rotate, that's when the head stays really, really still. So the head doesn't have to remain super still the whole time. But like I said, you won't see guys jumping and leading with their head. They're just going to move their body forward and keep their head, right over the middle of them and let their head move with their body. So moves into the ball, then it stays. Boom, and he hits. Allows him to stay behind the ball and let his bat stay on path for a really long time. So again, some of the things I really like about Springer's swing. Let me know in the comment section below if there's stuff that you guys really see that you like or don't like. Be interested to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks again for watching the video. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys picked up a few things from it. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Share the video with all your friends. Check out our Instagram page, Antonelli Baseball. It's where Matt Antonelli 9. We're posting videos all the time for you guys. Also, check out the description link below where I put a bunch of links to books and training tools we use with all of our players. Also have a link for Plate Crate. Type in Antonelli in the coupon section and you guys will get 50% off your first Plate Crate. Check out our website, AntonelliBaseball.com, where you can find out how to be part of our team and also work with our staff. And that's all I got for you guys. Thanks again so much for watching, and we'll talk to you later.